Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah.
Going down on my phone so I can see us.
Hey
I'm gonna be
everyone.
looking at myself. Oh, I can't even see me. It say waiting for Flip That Jawn podcast to start.
I just put it on. Try to refresh it. Either way, hi everyone. Because it is.
You said like either way. I'm hi everyone.
Either way.
It say waiting. Why does it say wait? I can't get on what you call them? YouTube.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull mine up too. Oh no, we're on there. I see us. So
okay,
hey everyone.
Hi, like I'm talking to myself in my phone. Sorry.
Welcome to Freestyle Friday. Sorry for the little late delay there. We had some audio. Kiaya, I'm sure we'll have some tea for us in regards to Amazon purchases tonight.
Listen, they about to get a whole review from me.
1 star other.
Yep. One star other. I'm about to give them a Poshmark. Like Poshmark be given.
So hi everyone. I see some people in the chat. I don't know if that's just me and Kiaya, but I see 3 people. But hi everyone. Welcome to.
I don't know if it's just me and Kiaya.
Welcome to Freestyle Fridays. Is a place where me and Kiaya, who are the hosts of Flip That Jawn podcast, y'all should know that if you're here on this YouTube, we just kind of hop on and we freestyle it. We say hi. We spill some tea, we list, we cross list, we do some live calls, basically whatever you guys feel like doing. Usually me and Kiaya are hanging out on Friday nights doing like a sound check, which is just like an hour of her hearing like crazy ass things about my life. Crazy things about my life. So we were just like, why not bring our YouTube Tiny Hand Gang into it? And yeah, and then maybe you guys will get some insight into like what's going on with the podcast, spill some tea in that, all that good stuff. But thank you if you're here. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're in the chat, go ahead and drop if you pop in, where you guys are hanging out from. Let us know. Drop a hashtag I had to think about it. THG. If you're subscribed and part of the Tiny Hand Gang, so we again appreciate that. It's been awesome. The first week on YouTube, like,
yeah,
I feel like everyone welcomed us into their little thing, and it makes me so happy.
We're getting lots of love over there.
Yeah, so thank you for all of that.
Straight multitasking.
What are you trying to do over there?
I'm like posting to stories and to Facebook, and then like trying to pop back onto the YouTube. I'm gonna look at myself.
Guys, I know I'm looking at myself too, and I just realized that. Also, I think we're a little lagged behind on this, so
yeah, it's definitely a delay.
But yeah, so I'm excited. We're recording. I forgot. Like, I was like sitting there. I was like, literally finished making vegan chicken nuggets at like 8:30, and I was like, I gotta eat that right now. We're just like, what is wrong with you? I was like, I gotta eat. I got 15 minutes. I gotta do this thing. Freestyle Fridays, and like rotates. And I was like, oh wait, I was like, oh, we can sleep. Oh nope, no sleeping in tomorrow.
Nope.
So I'm excited for
that. We have like a recording tomorrow morning.
Every Saturday.
Yeah, I have to take these
Karen!
off.
Oh my God, Karen's the best.
It's better. Who's that? Karen?
Yeah. Hey, Karen.
Who's Karen? You know Karen?
Karen is from Instagram. She actually just hit me up in the comments, telling me that she's an interior designer. She saw my story today about them, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, snaps.
Karen, we're so glad you're here. How's your day going, Karen? What did you do today? It is Friday. I still don't have a sense of like what day it is in 2021. I was like, it's all just one big like day.
Oh my gosh.
And I believe Karen is also she is an outside of Philly Jawn, so.
Oh snap. That's still a Philly Jawn to me.
Yep. Oh wait, so I told you guys I'm gonna wait to for a couple. Sometimes it takes a little bit for people to come in. Also, I know we're doing this at like 9 o'clock on a Friday.
Yeah.
But like really,
I mean,
what else are
they're
we
partying in
doing?
their living room.
Yeah, I mean, you
Since you
can hang
can't
out with
party in the
us
clubs.
while you're sharing to the 10 o'clock party on Poshmark. I guess probably makes it more
Yes.
entertaining. Have
I
us
try
open
to
in
share
one
to the
time.
10 o'clock party. Sometimes it doesn't work out. That's like
Um,
the best party to share to out here, though.
really, it like before I got the VA, I would always just
Yeah.
be like, I'm just gonna share it at the 10 o'clock party because like I feel like everybody is there.
True.
Like everybody shows up to like maybe for like an hour. Like I try to do maybe like if I was self sharing at like 10:30, so I'm not like the first in.
Yeah.
But now I just don't know anything about that anymore because it's like I just don't. I use a VA, so I'm like I don't know anything anymore.
They're so spoiled.
Yeah, I really just I can't see my life. I've been horrible at like a Poshmark this week though. Like honest, like I have not. I just saw you send a post to the account. I have not like relisted anything this week. I have not commented or made bundles on any of my likers. Karen said
Yeah,
I'm
that's my fault. I haven't done it this week.
Karen said I'm also a posher. ... Need to step up my posting. ... Been
You
busy
have to
with
say
my
it.
other job. How do I multitask? Any tips? That's a good one, Karen.
Multitasking with what, like post, like, so she's talking about posting like social media.
Are you talking, Karen?
I believe that's
I
like
think
social media.
Are you talking about your Instagram posting or are you talking about your listings?
She said, I'm also a posher and I need to step up my posting. I think she means like maybe like Instagram and
Listing?
Poshmark. Yeah. Create a
Because I feel
content
like there's
calendar.
definitely,
Karen,
yeah.
if you're talking about like Instagram posting in regards to your Poshmark and like multitasking between like handling your social media and your Poshmark closet, definitely create a content calendar. Caitlin is the bomb at that. Because color codes everything,
She
and
says
she
my
has her
Poshmark
her
account.
Poshmark account.
The listings, I always tell people batch work. Batch work is your friend. Like if if I have a lot, so like we're gonna do a live haul, but like what else can we, I'll just do it in like categories. I'll try to get everything up in drafts. So like Sunday's like my draft day. Like Saturday I'll take time to like to shoot and to steam, and then Sundays like I photograph everything, and even if I don't know the details, I drop them into my drafts. So then I just go in and do
Pick
like
it up where you left
Monday.
off.
Yeah, like Monday I'll just pick 5. I'll do the listings, and then I have like 5 a day. I try to think about another good tip someone shared with me is to like think about how many listings you want to do per day. So I know Kaya, you were like, I'm going to do 10 listings a day.
Girl,
And then you think
don't
about
be
like,
ambitious like me, Karen.
and then you say like, okay, so if you're going to list Monday through Sunday, that's 7 days. So you're going to need 70 drafts. Yeah. So that means you need to draft 70 things.
I like doing mine. See, I do a little different than you because we do accountability in the morning. So I do mine's daily, so I'll start on a Sunday, like with a listing because I usually like take 2 days off of listing, which is like Friday and Saturday. So I'll start on Sunday and I'll draft 10. And when I draft, I take the photos and then I do my description. And I have a template of that in my notes app in my iPhone. So basically it's just like the title, the texture, whatever it's made of, and then measurements, and then like the bin number that I inventory my stuff in. So it's just that. And then when I go to complete the listing or list it, all I got to do is put the title and then like all of that other stuff, like the price and all of that stuff. So that usually works out for me doing it like the night before the 10, and then I just work like the day before, I guess. So that seems to be working out.
Karen says so helpful. Yeah, I think you just gotta find a way that works for you.
Yeah,
Karen
we're
knows.
just here to give tips. And
Tips
if you
and
want to
tricks.
take the tips, just go ahead and take
I'm
them,
stuck in
Karen.
this ASMR episode. I flipped that, Jawn. Yeah.
I ordered pizza and buffalo wings for the kids for dinner, right? So we got celery. I'm not a big celery eater, but I was so tempted to bring one down here during the live so I can crunch it in the microphone and see if it sounds like that.
Oh wait, Kaya, I wanted to say I was shooketh. I was in a good way. I was shooketh. I saw your post on your fitness page and I was like,
Yes.
damn girl. Like,
Listen,
okay.
you know how hesitant I was to put that up.
I know you, but you've been showing up every day. Like you are so consistent and you are so like inspiring in that. And I was just like, I saw that post and I was like, I know she's been working hard, but like, damn, like.
Listen, when I look at the pictures myself, because you know you're your own biggest critic. So even though I can still see the change, like because of my clothes, that's where I can see the change the most because my clothes don't fit. So it's like, all right, something must be going on if my clothes can't fit no more. But when I put the side by side pictures up, I'm like, I was like, damn, isn't it that fat?
Well, don't be so mean to yourself.
I just be like, oh my God. Like it just be so like, how did I ever how did I ever look this way? And I'm just like, I'm so thankful. Like every day I just get up feeling much better, like about myself internally, like the energy that I have, the stamina that I have. And that plays a lot of part in weight, you're a weight trainer, you know that stuff.
So many triggering moments. No, that's awesome. And definitely like I just like it's one thing when you see your friends that like come up and that they're like grinding hard on the goals and they're showing up. Like I know you show up, you do you're better at
you be telling me like, girl,
like a certified trainer.
Don't do
like
it. You be like, don't go to the gym, don't do it, girl. I'm
just scared. That's just me. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not comfortable yet with the gym.
Right.
So, that's just me. But I was like, I know she's been working so hard, but then you like see it and I was like, damn, I'm just so proud of her. She's been killing it. Like I know that you work really hard, but like I was like, oh, that's awesome. I was like, she should be like so proud of herself. So yeah, definitely follow Kaya on that fitness journey.
Yes.
So yeah, that's exciting. I was hyped up for you, and then I fell asleep watching Unsolved Mysteries.
I was so on the post, like I was like, oh, should I post it? Should I not post it? Oh my God, I'm putting like all my business out there. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, oh. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it.
And I saw that I saw that you are doing like the over on Rhonda's YouTube. You're doing the chat. So I was like, that's really cool.
So that's this Sunday. I'm excited to see what that be like.
Yeah, so hopefully I can definitely hear you. I think you're freezing up a little bit.
I feel like I'm lagging. I don't know, maybe because I'm looking at myself. Yeah.
Where do you want to
know how
even
that connection go?
So yeah, that's huge. So I found out Karen said, so relate to you ladies. Thank you for let's see here. So relate to you ladies. Thank you for being real. Of course. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I think I was like a good nervous. I kept telling Kaya like, I'm nervous. Like I was like, cause I don't know. I'm just always nervous about everything. This is like true story of my life. But I wouldn't have done it with anyone else. Kaya holds me to my true self. Kaya would probably call me on the podcast if I was like being fake. She'd be like, Caitlin, take it back, sis.
Don't do those.
So I was like nervous and then especially next I like, okay, so we've been ahead of the curve. We recorded the episodes. I think like tomorrow we're recording like episode 5. So we've been ahead of the curve. And so I like knew what we talked about in episode 2. Yeah, tomorrow will be episode 5 that we're recording. So episode 2 is going up this week on Wednesday. And I was like, oh, let me go, because I do the videos for the YouTube and stuff. So I was like, let me listen back to it, because I just like, I don't know, I like listening to our podcast, even though I film it with you. So I was like, let me go back, and I was like, I think episode 2. Don't get me wrong, like I love doing every episode, but episode 2 is like, it's a real one. It's like I was listening back to it, and I was just like, wow, like it's really cool.
Authenticity. We can't never say that word. Say it 3 times fast. Say it 3 times fast, Caitlin.
Oh God, no.
Authenticity. Oh, I should have betted on that.
So that episode is gonna be really good. I was listening back to it, and I was like, wow, I like forgot that we dropped a bunch of buzzwords.
Does that make sense?
And you know what? I knew it was good. I knew I was like, I know I'm doing the right thing. I know we're doing the right thing, because my mom was like, I have a doctor's appointment at 9:45, so I can't come to your live premiere, but can you send me the link for your podcast? And then she called me back, and I was like, oh, she's probably just telling me. And she's like, oh, I just want to tell you, it's just on the podcast, and I loved it so much. And it was like, she was like, I'm so glad Kaya is a friend of yours. Like, she is so real. Like, she is exactly the kind of friend. Yeah, Val approves of you. Val is like, she is so smart. Oh, Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth.
That's Liz.
Oh, hey, Liz. Oh, for
It's crazy how you call somebody by their nickname so much that you don't even know like their real name.
Regal, Elizabeth. It's Liz, y'all.
I believe that's
she
Liz.
In the building.
If you're not Liz, let us know. The Liz.
What's up, Liz? How are you tonight? Thanks for hanging out with me and Kaya. So you know it's gonna get wacky. She said, "Yeah, ha ha ha."
Okay. Say it again.
I know it's weird. I'm Liz.
She said the Liz.
Just like Hannah Montana out here. It's the best of both worlds. Yeah, well, the real Liz, please
stand up.
Glad I got to check y'all. I'll be in and out. No problem, Liz. We'll be here hanging out.
You talking about a hustler? You talking about who's a hustler? Liz is a hustler.
I feel like Liz lives with her steamer, like permanently attached to her hand. Like every time I see her, she's like steaming something, and I'm like, she must just walk around her house with like the steamer attached.
Listen, every time I talk to Liz, she's always on the go.
Like
she's like, gotta go do these deliveries. She come back, gotta do these listings. She's like, gotta take my son to football practice. I'd be like, girl, you is a super mom over there.
I love it. So now we have some people in here. Yo, so I found the tea out about Goodwill today.
Ooh, spill.
And I was like, yo, I gotta drop this on. I don't know why ASMR tea spill. So I know a lot of people have been saying like their Goodwill prices are going up. I know. Well, when Kaya dropped me off like mom today at Goodwill, and then I almost died. She said, "Don't die," and then I almost tripped, literally getting on the curb.
I said, "Did you just really trip over the curb?"
Kaya literally rolled her window down and pointed at me and laughed at me because
I straight Bart Simpson her, y'all. I was like, "Girl," when she tried to play it off.
Ooh, the tea. So it's like not bad tea. I know a lot of people were very confused about it. They were like, some Goodwills are going up. The one that I go to, the Kaya dropped me off today, is in Goodwill, New Jersey district. Elizabeth is great. Liz, I keep calling her Elizabeth. Liz is cracking up.
I'm calling her Elizabeth.
I don't know. I'm just reading the comments. So I went, I had a few friends that used to work at that Goodwill. And of course, like, I'm like, you know, how I said in the podcast this week, I just talked to everybody under the sun. I don't really care. So this was the same this shout out to this guy who works at Goodwill, because he's like 18. Yeah. It's like has to be his like first retail job. and he was the only guy on the register today on a Friday.
Oh.
And he's so sweet. I've had conversations. This is how young he is. We were talking about windbreakers, and do you remember how Champion used to make those windbreakers that were like quarter zips and they were like kind of puffy and they had like basketball teams on them and they were like the shit? Oh my god, if you do, I like miss mine. I don't know where it went. And he was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, that's because you're a baby. Like,
it's because you're a baby.
He was like, do they even keep you warm? And I was like, oh, let me tell you about this amazing part of my life with these windbreakers. But he was so sweet. He was like, Liz said something. I'm waiting till it rolls in because there's a little bit of a delay from the StreamYard to us. But he was like, he's so sweet. So of course he rolls up and I was like, Liz, this poor guy on a Friday afternoon. That's so funny. I felt so bad. I was like, this dude. So I was like, this dude's not getting paid enough. Because Pennsylvania minimum wage is like, believe it or not, I think it's like what, $7.15 an hour, which is like insanely low. So I was like, I can hear myself. I don't know if that's from your side or if, I don't know. But anyways, whatever. I love hearing myself talk anyway, so it's cool. So yeah, anyway, so I was like, I roll up with my cart and I'm like, hey, like, how's your day going? Are you okay? Like, because this dude just looked stressed out. And he was like, oh, you know what? Honestly, I'm not doing that okay right now. But I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And they had him by the door. It was like every time that door opens, it was like a gust of wind because it was like it was colder in Philly than it was in Alaska today, guys. So that was fun. It was 28. Yeah, it was 28 degrees here in Alaska. It was like 31 degrees. So I don't know how that works.
Insane.
Science.
I hate it.
So he was like freezing too. He's like, oh, every time the door would open. I was like, and I was like, hey, like, I just talked to everyone to go. Tip of advice: become friends with people at your Goodwill because sounds fine on. They hook it up for you. Liz says sounds fine on here. Yes, good. I'm glad we're crystal clear. They hook it up. I've made friends with like everyone at Goodwill. I'll ask them things about like items today. I asked you guys will see the haul in a little bit. I asked like does this look good? Would you buy this? I've also made friends with people like they'll hide stuff from me in that Goodwill. If I tell them like, hey, like I'm looking for
Rothies,
because
hide me the Rothies.
Yeah, like I'm looking for if you guys ever find this, like so I used to ask my friend T, I was like, hey, these are the things I'm looking for. Because if you work at the Goodwill, you can't buy from that store.
Yeah.
And so I'd hook it up for them too. I don't know if this is like, if I'm going to get people in trouble for saying this, but I'd be like, they'd be like, oh, I really want this. And I'd be like, just put it in my cart and Venmo me later. So they could get the items. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus to get in trouble, but I've definitely done that for good workers.
The Goodwill manager is watching us like,
Oh, he already knows my crazy ass. When I had like that return, I was like, this receipt is like, you guys owe me like $130 on these receipts from July. And he was like, yeah, you got to go to the main office for that. So definitely make friends with your Goodwill workers because
it's called networking, guys.
They also hyped me up. Like they'll have their other regulars and they'll like introduce me. Like, oh, Caitlin, she resells, she makes mystery boxes. You should definitely get something. I've made mystery boxes for my Goodwill workers. Like I just hook it up. So I just asked him, I was like, hey dude. So I noticed the prices are going up. And they were like, and he was like, yeah. I was like, is there a reason behind that? Like, can you tell me that? So here's the tea. So the reason the reason Liz says boo, that's why I can't
work there.
You can shop at like any other ones. It just can't be like the home one that you're in. So if you work in the one in like Whitman Plaza that I go to, you can't go to one in like you can't shop there, but you could go to one literally in another part of the city. Because they want to make it fair. I can get it because I worked at I worked at a reseller store. We're not going to talk about that tea, but and
Don't talk about that tea.
when I worked there, we were allowed to pick. Guys, when I left that place, I had piles of the good stuff, like in the back room. They probably hated the fact that I was like, good, they have to all put it back themselves. But they would let us shop because it's like a reseller. They would hire resellers. And I would stack anytime like Tory Burch would come in, I'd be like, mine. And throw it in the back room. Anytime like Rothy's came in, mine. So it was like unfair to you guys who like make the trip out. But so the reason why he said that this one is because they gave all of their workers a price increase on their wages. Oh. So they're paying the workers more. That's why everyone got bumped up, I think, from like the minimum wage to like at least, I think, 9 minimum.
Oh, Lord.
So that is why. Yeah. I mean, it's still not that. I was like, can I like give you like $4 more for this hour? My poor 18-year-old friend just hanging out.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's so it's a good thing. I know there was a lot of like, oh, why are they is it because they know that resellers
it's a good thing, but it's like, come on, Goodwill. How much y'all actually worth? A lot more than $9 freaking an hour for your workers. Stop being so foolish.
All those TikToks that are like, resellers are stealing from the poor people. I'm like, hey, well, first of all, Goodwill is not for poor people. The majority of people I know that live below poverty line are not making weekly trips to Goodwill. And second of all, people still forget that they still make money. Like they do donations and stuff, but like they're still a business. So like, and they came up with one of the best working strategies. We'll take your shit for free and then we'll sell it and make money.
Sell it back to you.
So like,
I did not donate these.
Like people like, I mean, granted they don't get 24/7 great stuff, but like people forget that. Like Goodwill is still like people take like they're getting free product. Mm-hmm. Imagine if someone in your reselling business was just like, here's a bunch of free shit. And then you were able
I've had
that. Same. It's like the best thing ever.
And I say thank you.
And that's why I don't hate it. I don't hate it because also they do other things with like donating, giving people that wouldn't necessarily be hired, like handicapped and all that stuff, like people that are kind of passed over for jobs. So like it all kind of correlates, but when people are like, you're an evil person, I'm like, no one I know below poverty line is like balling out at Goodwill.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's some good tea. That's some tea, but that's some good tea to know.
But it's like, I feel okay with, like, ours went from, like, I think they were, like, the lowest you would get on sweaters was around, like, $6. It was, like, $5.99, $6.49. Now it's, like, it hopped up, like, $1, maybe $1.50 more, but you're still not paying, like, a lot extra. Like, I'm still underneath my minimum for a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Like, I have brands I'm like, I would pay this much. I would never pay, like, you know what I mean? Like, more than $15 for this. But I'm still kind of cutting underneath of that. So I was like, I'm fine. If you can make more money, go for it. So that's the tea.
That's.
But I just asked. Like, I was just like, why? And he was like, so I can get more, so I can live. And I was like, cool. I can't be like, how dare you?
Just said she's behind y'all. She said, I'm so down with them getting paid more money. They deserve it. We all have to adjust. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think yeah, right, Liz, I was like same reaction. Like, I'm behind it. Also because I feel like more places, regular retail places, are increasing their prices, but that's probably not going to the employees' paychecks. Right. It's probably going to business, right? So yep. Exactly. I was like, like there are ways to work around that, right? It's like, if that's not your jam, then maybe going somewhere else. Like Circle Thrift, I know is like one.
Yeah.
Like every time I go in there, I'm like, it's like a mini version of the bins in there, but just organized. So I'm like, okay, it's worth it. I kind of know when I go into Goodwill, I'm gonna spend a little bit more. Do you find that like?
Oh yeah.
Versus other
I
stores?
personally rarely shop on the retail side of Goodwill. It always depends. It has to be like, I don't know, maybe $1 day or something, or color tag sales. I'm
Yeah,
very picky with my money I
I
spend.
think they're lowering down the color tags too. Because I've been noticing, like in this haul, like there's nothing that was half off. It was very hard to find the color tags, and that Goodwill's it's gigantic.
Right.
So I was like, I went in one day and they were like pulling stuff off, and I was like, oh, conspiracy. Where's my tinfoil hat? You ever feel like you should just have a tinfoil hat on when you go into like Goodwill or the Goodwill bins? I also had so many uncomfortable moments today, just like running into people and then remembering like, oh yeah, there's like annoying people sometimes when you're sourcing, like that just don't understand 6 feet or like purposely stand in front of your cart. But I feel like not anywhere near like how it is in the bins. I'm like, I'll take the Goodwill retail people over like the crazy ass bin people.
I'll say yeah, the bins people are weird as fuck.
So that's the tea on that. I was like, ooh, now I can talk about that tonight. Liz says Goodwill is making so much money.
Money.
Yeah, I think they've like accepted it too. Like they're doing the blue boxes now.
Yeah, I get those email alerts all day.
They had that weird collab. Do you remember having that last year? It was like they had the weird collab with Poshmark, and it was like the mystery boxes. Do you remember that?
No, I didn't know it was a collab with Poshmark.
Yeah, Goodwill did a mystery box collab with Poshmark, and it was like it was atrocious, dude. I was like, oh my god. I wonder. I'm delivering. That's why I'm being.
No
That's
problem,
fine.
please.
Make
We
that
appreciate
money.
the support.
Of course, yes. Yeah, it was like atrocious, dude. It was like they had it up, and you would like it was a hot mess because they had a men's and they had a women's, and then they had like they had 3 boxes, and they said like we only have like 150 or something boxes, and I'm like, look how many people are on Poshmark, and they were like, oh, if you like it, you'll get like the notification, and you can go in and do it, and it was like people were going like in all the boxes, and then they weren't getting the notifications for like all the boxes. And then when people got the boxes, I'm telling you, if you go in here and you search like Poshmark mystery unboxings, like Goodwill mystery unboxing, it was like trash. It was horrible.
But what did you think it was going good?
That's what I was like, but it was like people were like, "What the hell is this?" Like people were like, I think the boxes were like 20. Yeah, I think they were like 25 or something. They were like, oh, it's gonna be 5. They're gonna be like reselling brands that like we've handpicked these boxes. I was like, no Goodwill is handpicking boxes. They are taking whatever they have in their trash bins, or not trash bins, in their donation bins, and they're throwing it in.
What do they have in their trash bins?
I was
the
like,
shade is real.
I was like, I'm not doing this. And then I knew a few people in the Posh Babes chat, like Melissa got one, and she did a live, and she was like, Shout out to Melissa. When she was in the Posh Babes chat, she's like, is anyone around? I need to call someone. So of course I was like, I'm here. And she's like, okay, I'm at the bins and I need to know about these shoes. Should I take them? And, and then I'm running. The best part of it was like before I was like, oh, like my Marty's sister came over to drop a Christmas gift off, and I was like, but I was like, oh, I have to go, and then all of a sudden she turns, and it was like someone had their Chihuahua in like in the car at the bins, and the dog was like this at the end, like it was like moment made. I was like, your bins be wilding out. You got Chihuahuas like sourcing the bins.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, oh my God.
I love your coffee mug.
Oh, you know what? Because you gotta have I have the Wonder Woman one, and then Marty has the Superman one.
Oh, that's so cute. I
have too many coffee mugs.
Oh, goodness.
I was cleaning them, and I was like, I don't even have space for them anymore. It was like a whole cabinet. It's supposed to be like for glasses, and I'm like, we're just drinking out of coffee mugs for everything. All the things. Do you want to see what I got today?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the math real quick. So it was rough. I roughly spent $100 today.
Roughly, people. Roughly.
But minus the $6 for the fake plant. So that was $5.99. We decided I'm calling him Herbert. Get it? Because he's like herbivore, like Herbert.
That is freaking hilarious.
So that was like $5.99. So minus that, it's like $94. And I think I got some stuff that I can at least make decent, but I don't. Some of it I'm also might keep for myself because I was like, this be cute. So
this be cute.
Yeah. And I have like 2 items in here that I want a lot together because I was like, ooh, this would be cute as an outfit. And they're the same size, like the top and the bottom. So I was like, clutch.
Oh, this be cute.
But look.
It also in one bag.
No, sis. I had to put some of this in my backpack. I just threw it all in one bag.
I knew that backpack was going to come in handy.
So there's like I'm like fucking Dora the Explorer. Backpack.
Where are we going today? Oh.
So there's a mixture. I stayed away from shoes today.
Oh yeah, you don't want to carry that bag.
I still have to list. I still have those Air Force Ones that I need to list, but I still don't.
Yes,
I still don't know those bad boys. If I want to keep them for myself because they're like my size too, and I've never had Air Force Ones, and I'm like,
you never had Air Force Ones?
I know. I was not a hip kid.
What were you doing in middle school?
I had a lot of Converses. I think I wore a lot of Converse.
I used to beg my mom for Air Force Ones. Every color.
I really wanted them. What was that song by like is it like T.I. or whatever? He's like stomping in my Air Force.
Give me to purr. I need to purr. I would get the stomping in my Air Force
Ones.
Oh Lord.
So I'm trying. So I actually was like, I found a lot of Athleta today, but I found
that's popular right now.
Yeah, pro tip, I always scoop up Athleta leggings. If they're like in good condition, like if they're new at tags, if they're in good condition, if I know I can get the piling off from like sweater shaving and all that from that stuff, then because every time I've gotten them, I always list for like $40 and I always flip them for $35. Like Athleta leggings never go below $30 for me. Like every time I list them, people are willing to pay $30. And also I get them because Marty's sister is like, she's like she does yoga and running and she loves Athleta. So every time I get leggings, I'm like, hey girl.
Shade your sister-in-law.
Every time she comes over, like she was over the other night and I was like, could you wear an extra small and an Athleta sweater? She's like, I think that'd be pushing it a little bit. So I actually found 2 pairs of Athleta, but I found Athleta jeans.
They have jeans?
Yeah. Look at these. So I got them in like a mid-wash.
Cute, super skinny.
Yeah, and they're the Sculptex. So they're designed for performance and movement. So it has our new innovative sculpting fiber technology. So they're kind of like jegging style.
Oh, I love jigging.
They're super cute. I don't know if you can see the lighting. The lighting's really like trash in here. But I got those in these ones and their size. They're very like stretchy too. So they're size 8. They were $8, which is not bad.
That's not.
I never pay over.
Do
like
you
$10.
have like a I was about to ask you that. So like, do you just have a certain when you go? Do you have a certain limit that you're like altogether like, oh, I'm not going to spend over like $50, or do you have a certain limit of like per item or per brand like you're not going to spend over? That kind of keeps you in budget.
I'll do it over brand and I'll do it by average. So if I like one thing I never pick up anymore is like I never pick up Free People jeans because they just sit so freaking long in my closet.
I'm surprised because it seems like that's like a very, very popular brand on Poshmark.
And I think that's the problem. I think Free People, at least from my closet, people don't come for Free People from my closet.
Okay. You think it's like drenched?
I think
it's just old. I mean, like not drenched, like
oversaturated. I think so.
The wrong word.
I love it drenched. I think so. I've just been letting fair warning, if you're coming to this live and you're looking for Free People jeans, like just send me literally an offer, a kind offer, and I will most likely accept it. I think I might not have any left. I had like distressed ones in there. I had plain, and it was just like they just sit. So I never really pay more than $10. Like $10 at Goodwill to me, unless it's like a luxury and brand jean, but like so like I know that when I pick up Athleta leggings from Goodwill, I never pay more than $6. So I'm paying $6, but then taking $35 or $30 offer. So that's pretty fair. So I'm making pretty good profit on that. So I was like, $8 and I also found them in these mid-wash, but I also got them in this gray wash. And this is, I think, a tall size. Yeah, it's like 8T, so it's like a tall, but it's the same
brand?
Same brand. It's Athleta. It's the same fit. It's like the sculpted fit. So it's the same thing, just like in this gray wash.
I like those ones. I love a lighter jean color, personally.
So and those were $8 too. So that's like 16 right there. But like I said, Liz said people at the bins here aren't social distancing at the bin. Ooh. Yeah, no thanks.
But I feel like it's important for the workers to also enforce it.
Like, yeah.
Sometimes you can't just
knows. Like
just let people just do whatever.
Have I told you, like, I had one experience where someone was, like, not trying to wear their mask in the Goodwill, and my friend, she does not work there anymore, but she was, like, she straight up told these two guys that, also, because you're not supposed to be trying on clothes, guys, in the Goodwill, or shoes
during
a pandemic.
Nowhere you're not supposed to be trying on clothes.
And this guy was, like, trying on dress shirts, and she was like, sorry, you can't do that. Like, we're in a pandemic. Like, and they were like, okay, just chill. And I was like, did you just tell a Goodwill worker to chill? Like, she's like, oh, you want to chill? Oh, you can come on, we're going chill. You can go outside. I was like, go off, sis.
Yes. Get him. Get him.
Yeah. It's up to, I think the workers really have to do that. So those are two Athleta jeans. I'm interested in trying them. I'll probably, I looked at the comps for those, and they ranged from $35 to $65. So for $8, I was like, not too shabby. I'll probably list it at $50 in the middle, and then probably take, like, the lowest I would go is like a 35, 30 at the max limit low. Okay. But if I could do them for $65, that'd be great. I think $65s were like the new tags. So I was like, if I list at 50, I'll take maybe like a 40 because they are jeans. So, and those will go on Poshmark for sure. Maybe eBay, but I don't think in eBay people are looking for Athleta jeans. I don't know how that's gonna go. So, I got more jeans too. So I, of course, Levi's is always one that I pick up. But it depends. It has to be. I was watching. Do you watch Jack Valentine's videos, like Jack and Ryan?
From some like on Instagram, some I do catch it.
I just subscribed to them on our page because they had an awesome thing where they were talking about their list of like their top 10 of like if they could only list like pick up those brands, like what they would pick, and leave. Both of them were like Levi's is like number one.
Because, really?
Yeah, Levi's I feel like always sells really well. People are always gonna look for like people always trust Levi jeans. Mm-hmm. Like they're a good quality brand. They last a while. I really like, but they are tricky. Like they said, like you have to find that like not mid 2000s. Yeah. Like 2001 to 2006 is like, but if you find the newer ones or if you find the vintage style, and also knowing your styles, Leslie, hey ladies, just want to say hello.
Leslie's in.
Look, I'm so happy. I'm like, Leslie's here.
We made it.
We're real YouTubers now. Real. How are you, Leslie? Leslie be killing the game. I see Leslie all the time now. I love it. Everywhere I turn, it's like everywhere I go, everything I see, it is Leslie on camera.
You're simple.
I love it. So yeah, definitely Levi's. I wouldn't have it any other way too, Leslie. Like Leslie always is so like I feel like I always learn something from Leslie. Yeah. But yeah, style wise for Levi's too. So I picked up 501s because they're a very good style, right? 501 is a clutch style to have for Levi's. So it's a straight leg. They are 30 by 36 and they're a mid color. So they're Levi lighter colors have been selling.
Yeah. So I just sold a pair of Levi lighter colors. I don't know the specific brand of it, but they sold like literally the day after me listing them.
And these have the they're a button fly. So I was like, oh yeah, these are gonna go really well.
Yep. Because that's the ones I had too.
How much did they sell for?
$35.
Yeah, because your girl paid $8. I'm just realizing that they're men jeans too, because I didn't read the tag. But I like men's Levi's. Like the Levi's that I have, they're like the mom ones are men's jeans. Like I just like the fit of them. Is that weird? I don't care. Because I like it. So
boyfriend style like that style is like really in.
Liz said, with free people, it depends on the item. True. You got to definitely
do knowledge of free people, y'all.
You have to definitely look at your comps and look at like what's oversaturated. And then definitely with free people, what I do, if it doesn't look super saturated, if I really want to pick it up, if I really love the piece, like I have to really love the piece. Free people is one of those ones where I'm like, it has to be in my size. I have to really like it because if it doesn't go, then I can keep it. But most
you said I can keep it.
Because I just right? Put that together. Like it has to be one of the things, and I definitely make sure when I look at the comps, I don't just look at like if there's a lot of solds or what it sold for. I look at the dates that it sold because like looking at if it's sold in January, it's like it's probably not going to be as poppin' in September, October. You know what I mean? I think it's a seasonal thing. And I'm not like crazy about free people. So I'm like, I don't know. I just want to pick up things that I like. You know what I mean? And that I can like describe. But yeah, I was stoked on these. I was like, oh, if these fit me, I'd keep them.
I keep them.
I also have another pair of Levi's. I think they're 511s in like a mom jean cut. And I actually showed them. I showed them in my story because I was like, I'm gonna keep them. And then I went to try them on. And I was like, ooh, they don't fit. So, they're too small. So those will go up to, they're like a black like a dark wash, like very charcoal black. Okay. I was like, yeah, dope. But $8, not too shabby. Again, I wouldn't pay more than 12 is like the max for Levi's. Like, and 12 has to be like a really rare find.
And the Levi's, all the Levi's that I've ever sold have either came from the bins or I've gotten free. Like I never actually like paid crazy amount for Levi's.
Yeah, I think that's you either pay nothing for it or like I said, I would only pay 12 if it was like a very vintage or like funky custom, you know what I mean, like special hard to find piece. I wouldn't pay more than 15 for Levi's. And please, for the love of God, do not pick up Denizen by Levi's because those Johns don't sell.
Wait, why did I just buy some for myself? I was in Target and I had store credit and they had them on sale for like $15.
Well, for yourself, it's like that's cool, but I wouldn't flip them. No, they're not gonna go.
Like, ooh, these comfortable.
Be like, ooh, $9, and I'll be like, okay. Listen, the audacity of him to tell her to chill. Like, what? Yo, I was like, dude, one thing you do not say to a Goodwill worker is chill. I was like, my man, you about to die. I was like, chill. I was waiting for someone to be like, finish him. I was like, this is gonna be interesting.
That's funny.
I got some more. So that was $8. So right now it's like I'm just averaging around $8, which is it's like not that great, but I know I can at least make it back. You know what I mean? Again, none of those were color tags. I don't think any of these are like half off tags. And then again, another brand I've kind of stopped up picking, but I know that the denim goes pretty well. And this is definitely like a spring collection one, is like Madewell. So I got a Madewell denim. Like,
Lynn's in the building.
Lynn.
She said, "Don't tell me to chill. That's how you get killed." She robbing. She got bars.
Lynn's dropping like little knife things.
Yo, did you see that?
Years like YouTube's like, nah.
She a Jawn for real. She crazy.
I know. Lynn with the mixtape flip.
Yeah,
I love that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like Madewell jeans always go. Every time I get Madewell jeans, they go pretty well and fast, except for the ones I just sold, which are like the floral pattern ones, but like regular denim. Score. So I was excited to try the mini.
That's cute. That's an extra mini. That's very short.
And it's a size 30, so it's kind of like in that medium large. So I was like, oh my god, it's Madewell. It's not like extra small or small. Like that's all I ever find from Madewell.
That's and the kind of stuff my daughter's going to try to wear when she gets 16, and I'm going to have to slap her silly. She'll be like, well, Mom, you used to buy this at Goodwill. I'm like, nope, that was Caitlin. Wasn't me.
Hi, Lynn. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining us, Lynn. It was $6. So I figure at minimum, I didn't actually have not looked up the comp for these. I just kind of was like, oh, it's a Madewell, it's a skirt. I feel like I'm interested in looking them up right now, actually.
Are you stepping into spring stuff?
I might step into some spring things. Today was kind of like a mixture of seasons. I feel like we're still kind of I tend to not limit myself because I've sold bikini tops in January. I've sold sweaters in August. So like I don't really shop by season because I feel like everyone is shopping from different places. So
that's why I'm just like, I never stop with like buying bathing suits because it's
I
always
bathing suits.
someone getting wet somewhere. That sounds very raunchy. I know that I said it out loud. There's
Okay,
always summer somewhere.
so I'm looking at the comps for this dress. In the same
You mean
size,
the dress or the skirt? Was that a
for the
skirt or a dress?
skirt. So it is a high-waisted skirt, which is cool. It's a high-waisted raw hem, and new tags. I'm saying 68
$68.
with new tags. I'm seeing 68. I'm seeing $30. I'm seeing $39. $25. So at least I'll probably this is pretty good condition.
It
I
looks very good.
the tag like the size tag is a little ripped off. So I think I would probably list it for maybe like 35 and then drop it if I have to. But these are the ones that are currently listed. So I'm seeing that a good amount of them, but not like the same style over and over.
Okay.
So let me see what it is. What it do, baby girl? So I'm not seeing a lot of this style in the solds, which I'm not going to take as a bad thing. 15, 18, 20. So honestly, I'll probably list this for 30 and then I'll probably take like a 20, 25, like 25, 20 or $25, which is not bad for $6.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's I'm not saying a lot. I'm
Do you
seeing
always list on the higher side?
yes.
So
So
you can
if you
make more
can
progress.
that and I list on the higher side because of the price set ranges. So if I'm like, ooh, I could list this for $40, I'll always bump it to 50 so that it's in one. Like, do you know that strategy of like listing with the price ranges?
No.
Okay, so like when you like go in to look for something on Poshmark.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Levi's are my top pick jeans too, right? They're just a good quality. Like there's a reason they're consistently around. They just last very well. They're very durable, and they're just great. So when you like search for something, say if I was going in to find a Madewell mini denim skirt myself, and I go into prices. So when you pull it up, I should just do it here on my screen, but when you pull up into the search, there's like these things that say like under 25, 25 and 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 120, 125, 100 to 250, 250 to 500 and over 500. So what I do if I am like, this is going to be I'll list this for $40. That's going to be great because you're going to see it like in that category of 25 to 50. But if I list it at $50, when someone goes in to search for that item, it's going to come up under 25 to 50 and 50 to 100. So I'm doubling my audience by putting it at 50. So why would I not do that to get more eyes on the product?
I totally get it.
Same goes with 25. So I tend to list I'll have like a few items that are like 75, but I'll just tend to list it on Poshmark. This is on eBay. That's like a whole other thing. I don't really do that. But
there's some very difficult things.
eBay is a lot of ends with 0.99. So it's a lot of 19.99, 29.99, 49.99.
Do you
like,
need that 99? Yes.
It's a strategy, my friend. It's a mental thing when you put 9.99. It works. But because believe it or not, people will be like, I'm paying $49.99. I'm not paying $50. Like that. It's like an actual sales thing. I asked Marty and he was like, yes, you should do that. But on Poshmark, yeah. If not only does it give you room for offers, but it just expands. Like if I list something for $50, I'm now in 2 categories instead of just one.
Yeah.
If I list something for 50, like $100, I'm now in 2 categories instead of just one. So I'm gonna double the amount of people that to see it. So I'll tend to do that, and then I'll drop it down if I have to. So that was $6 on there. Probably, like I said, I'd probably list it for 25, and then that'll be the lowest I would take is like 20. It's like very price firm.
Liz just asked a question.
Liz, how can you check the sold date on Posh? So when you go into the comps, so it's weird because on Poshmark, you can see the month that it sold and the date, but you won't see the year. So again, if I go into comps, like, so I'm going into this Madewell denim skirt, you can see here, like if this was the style, if I was in the store looking through things, it says updated on January 9th, 12:42 p.m. So that means that skirt sold in January. So if I was looking at that and I had that, and then I had I saw another one, right, the same style or something, and it said like sold February 12th, I would know that probably sold in the beginning of the year. I don't know if it was the beginning of this year, the beginning of last year, but I'm going to look at it in the scope of 2020. Like, okay, that's sold in January, probably won't sell in December of the past year. So that's one thing I do, especially if it's oversaturated. I'll look at the sell date a lot. Like if it says if we're in the month of October and it says March, May, March, probably not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Because it's either oversaturated and people are just like not interested in it. I always check the sold dates.
That's smart though.
It really helps you if you're really stuck on a piece, like I don't really know. There's a lot of comps for this. I can't really tell. Like I know I've been thrifting with Caitlin before and checking comps, and she's like, "Oh, I'm seeing a lot of comps for this thing." And I'm like, "Are all the comps on the same sold date?" Then you probably, if it's like a month behind, like if it says like September and we're like in October, then sure, I'll probably pick it up. That's a sign to me that, hey, it's been picked up recently. You should probably take it. But if we're in October and everything that I'm seeing is like January, February, it's probably out of season. Or style. I always check the style tag too. If it's, Liz says LMFO, finish him. Always love me some Mortal Kombat. That's the one thing I would definitely say. Like, I changed to and looking at comps is looking at sold dates. That's helped me determine a lot. Okay, I have so I got a random thing. This is probably gonna go on Mercari or on eBay. So since I'm on eBay now, I've been having fun with like picking up kitschy things. Yeah. And then I was like, "Ooh, I want to dabble back into some home decor." So I found these, and they're all collected into a set. They're very boho-y. I do not know the material. They were $3 for the set.
Is it bamboo?
I'm thinking it is.
My grandma used to have like a whole set.
And I was like,
very vintage.
How cute is it? I kind of want to keep it because I might do my kitchen next. So I was like,
look at you. She said I'm gonna keep it now.
But look at yeah, they're like lightweight. They're definitely aren't they cute? And they came in a set of 2 for there's 5 of them, so it's like an odd number. But
it'd be so dope if you go back and find like plates, because my grandma had the plates and like the solid plates and like the dinner plates and the bowls, just like that.
And they definitely feel like woody material. I don't really know if anyone knows about like home decor. I know I was like, these would probably sell on Facebook Marketplace.
My girl
Rosa?
Yeah, she has a home decor, no jerseys. A home decor closet as well as like a regular like Poshmark fashion closet. She's on Instagram, Pretty Sweet Closet. Pretty Sweet.
I'm gonna follow her right now and be like, listen, I'm stalking you. I need you to
Pretty Sweet, but sweet is SWT.
SWT.
So pretty and then
Oh, I
SWT
found her.
Closet. And then I don't know if she has a separate Instagram for her home decor. Because I think her home decor is like Pretty Sweet Home.
Marty's playing Call of Duty downstairs, everyone. Sorry.
Duh.
Listen, Marty said during work before he left, he was like, so things are getting pretty serious with the Call of Duty gang. He was like, we now have a group chat. And I was like, so when are you gonna start? I was like, when are you start streaming? I was like, granted, you'll never be monetized because half the stuff you guys say is like not appropriate for anything. But
everything you gotta
I was like, I'll watch. Yeah. So I thought those are risks. I was like $3. If anything, I would even just keep these in my own kitchen. But I was like, ooh, they're kitschy, they're very vintage, they feel great, and they came in the set all together. So I was like, these are just so cute. I was like, I feel like these would sell on like a Facebook Marketplace.
I think so.
Mercari, something where I can really do like a nice flat lay with them.
And you can get a Mercari, so kudos to you.
I was the most.
They put me through the trenches.
Yeah, it's been the most random things. It was like a bucket hat, like a 90s bucket hat, and then like a graphic tee that like astronaut. I had like a NASA astronaut tee with like a, I think that was from Mercari. That might have been Depop sale actually. It was like a NASA tee with like a Van Gogh, like a Vincent Van Gogh style astronaut. I just like that. So this is like the most random things off Mercari. All right. So that was like $3, right? So I feel like these I can at least make 25 back with, depending if they're really vintagey. So I'd have to ask someone.
How much for those?
$3 for the set.
Okay. That's not bad at all.
No, that Goodwill you have to come one day. It has a huge home decor department. That's where literally like all that stuff in my bedroom that I posted is like from. Like that bedspread is from the Goodwill. I just took it home. I just cleaned it. It was fine. That blue bed, like embroidered one, the gold one, that's from Goodwill. I mean, except for pillowcases. I just don't. I feel weird about buying pillowcases from Goodwill, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it just feels weird. I picked up some vintage pieces for Depop. So this was $4, and I'm kind of in love with it, Kiaya. It's like this grandma cottagecore vest, but it's so look how cute it is. It's got all the names of flowers. It's like periwinkles, and it's got the vintage like tie in the back. I saw this and I thought of Susie. It's like Susie would love this. I was just like, it's so cute, and it's definitely like springy. It's very Depop-y, and it's 100% cotton. So I have to look up this brand. If anyone knows this brand, let me know. Westbury.
Sounds very vintage.
Yeah. But I think this was I was like, this is just cute and kitschy and cottagecore and grandma, and I love it. It was $4.
Grandma.
It was $4.
I love all of your words.
Yep, my Caitlin's SEO is grandma. Well, and I also was trying to find some like modest stuff today. I wanted to play with that. So I got another vintage piece for Depop. This, I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of want to keep it. This is a jockey 100% cotton. Yo, how 90s and amazing is this?
Yo, yes. That is very like a different world, like sweater look.
It's like dad style, but 90s dad style, and you guys can't really see the truth. Like, you can't really see the real color, but it is 100% cotton. It's like that old vintage jockey style. Like, you can tell by the tag. And it's just super soft. It's a large too, so I think it was pretty well taken care of. It's not like that.
Really good.
Yeah, I definitely check for wear and stuff, and it's got a little bit, not dolman sleeves, but it got a little bit of a bigger sleeve. I was like, this is bomb. So so the vest was $4, and then this was $6.49, which I'll probably list for. Honestly, I could list this on Poshmark for like 50, and then on Depop I'll probably list it for like 35 with shipping.
Okay.
So I tell you guys, like, if you like something on Poshmark, go explore my other pages because everything is cross-listed, and sometimes it's cheaper on other platforms than Poshmark. Like, people be like, I'm like, you really want something? You should go definitely check out like the eBay. Like, I know eBay for sure has like, I've set some offers like we'll accept best offers, and it's like mad cheap. I'm like $12. But on Poshmark, I'm like, this is 25.
It's for him.
Oh, okay. So I got this. I think I'm gonna keep it for myself, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. You know how we were talking about overalls?
Yeah.
So this is, I actually went to the dress section today because I had a really good tip from my follower, Just Call Me Mom Jeans, about finding overalls in the dress department. She was like, go to the dress department and then look for like long denim legs. So I was trying to do that today. Again, came up with sort of nothing. But
Yeah.
this is I don't even know what brand this is, and that's also why I was like, I think I'm gonna kind of keep it. But it's lined, it's polyester and spandex, and it's dry clean recommended. So usually when I see like a tag that's like dry clean only and I can't tell the brand, I know it's probably a nicer brand. So this is a cute little green corduroy, like overall.
I love corduroy.
It's like a green color too. I don't know if you can see that.
I can see it. It looks like an emerald.
Yeah, it's really cute. Liz, I keep saying Elizabeth. Liz says, thanks for the info. Of course. I love giving tips on sourcing. So this was a little bit bougie. This was like $9.
Ooh, you fancy with the corduroys.
I'm hoping it fits. I mean, it's just so cute. I found the button. If anyone can, have you ever heard of this brand? Hang Sheng jeans. So that's what the button looks like.
No, I never heard of that.
But I was like, this would be really cute with like leggings. It's spring. You could wear it regular with like high boots, like riding boots. But you could wear it with like leggings right now and a turtleneck, and that'd be very on trend.
Yeah.
With a giant hat, because you know that's like all I wear besides this beanie.
Giant hats.
So that was kind of like an Armada. I noticed a lot of overalls, even though it's a little bit shorter. So I don't even know what size it is, but we're gonna try. And then I'm probably gonna be like the same way I was with the Levi jeans, being like, oh, they don't fit anymore. I'll be like that TikTok you made last night. Where it's like my butt getting big and my arms getting big.
My belly getting big. Everything getting big.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. This is another one. I never pick up Forever 21. Because
really?
the resale
Are
value.
they out of are they still open?
I think so, but the resale value, because it's already cheap, and then it just doesn't hold its value, guys. Like, I can't tell you how many times I go to closets, especially new people, and they're like Forever 21, they're like $50. I'm like, not today, sis.
No.
So if you're new, definitely I just don't pick it up. I feel weird about it because it's a fast fashion brand. I don't want to like support it. But Alyssa was like, listen, it's already at the Goodwill. You're doing something from preventing to go to a landfill. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like, I'll pick it up, but it gotta be in the bins. Like, I'm not buying.
Right? Do you sell a lot of Forever 21?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
It always seems to be in a bundle. So I don't know if it's not the same person, but Yeah, it's usually when I just had that 5 for 25.
Yeah.
I sold like 4 bundles of just like Forever 21 stuff, and this stuff is from the items that I was getting over the pandemic.
So do you find it's more kind of like filler pieces?
Yeah, and then I think it's just like some of the items are trendy. So I guess it's what people are wearing like right now, and I don't mind like having a mall brand in my closet.
Yeah, I don't. Well, every time I've had Forever 21, it's I wear it like twice and then it's like destroyed. So do I really? And again, this was definitely priced like this was a personal buy. This would be the same amount that I would probably buy off of someone's closet. I
Okay.
would not buy this to flip at this price. So this is again, it's like an overall jumper. I paid $9. So again, like I would not pay more than $9. Liz says, keep the bamboo plateware. Y'all are not helping me. But I mean, it is so cute. Like
Do it.
it's like so cute. But it is bamboo, right? Like I feel like
I think that is bamboo.
is it
Just
hashtag
look
is
up
it
grandma dishes on Google. Just Google grandma dishes, and that's gonna come up.
I just like saw them and I was like, "Ooh, they're a set." And also I was like, I could do so much cute stuff with like styling a photo for this. I think I just got wrapped up in it. But yeah, so this is like a Forever 21. It's a size large, which is about the size I wear in Forever 21.
Yeah,
And it's a faux suede like button.
that is so cute. Is that a
And then
dress?
yeah, it's like a
I
little
like.
mini. Isn't it
I will wear
cute?
some
Like
booties and a turtleneck and a big hat. Like that's the
that's
style.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh my god,
Stop
Tyler,
playing.
our brains are connected. I swear to God. Because I usually, again, I would, if I saw this, like, I would not pick this up for my own, like, to resell on Poshmark.
Mhm.
eBay, maybe. Like, if I really want, like, I really don't think you don't make that much profit back unless people are specific. Like, if it's trendy, like, this is kind of trendy, but I just, unless it's like a filler piece, like in a 5 for 25, like, but I'm not like a big, like, let's go out and source Forever 21 items because I tried that starting, and then I wasn't understanding why people weren't paying, like, $25 until I was like, "Oh, you big dum dum." Like, it was probably twice the, like priced at, like, $8 in the store, so why would they pay you 2 times the amount? Um, I remember in quarantine, I did, like, a big haul from them, and it was just a hot mess. I think a lot of that stuff ended up going into mystery boxes or, like, people really wanted just specific pieces. Like, dresses, maybe. Dresses, like, tend to do pretty well. Like, but graphic tees, I'm like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't work for my closet. But this is so cute. And it's, like, super soft. But it was, like, $9. So, again, I would probably pay $9 in someone's closet for it, but not, like, $9 to make a profit. I pretty much was like, this is mine. The Goodwill lady, she was like, "Oh my god, that brown dress." I was like, "Dibs."
You said dibs.
Um, I got a couple. Speaking of turtlenecks, I got a couple turtlenecks too for my own closet because I really want to try to do turtlenecks, and I don't really have any. So I was like, "Okay, let's go." This is a Gap small, 100% cotton. It's like this yellow cream.
Yeah.
Isn't this cute?
I like that.
Underneath, like the brown jumper.
Yeah. Oh.
Because like it's a little bit more it's like a very nude yellow.
Some like mustard colored booties.
And I'm thinking like, that's the red like salmon hat I have that's like super wide brim.
Yes, like it looks like kind of like a sandy orange kind of.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you model it?
I will definitely because I was like, this is
Oh
a
my
Gap
god,
small,
that's so cute.
right? I could pull the hat off and literally put this outfit together. And then I'm thinking,
Like you need
you
like a
know,
large.
You know, it'd be really cute too. I have like those old vintage looking Cole Haan like schoolboy shoes too. Mm-hmm. Those would be cute with or booty. But I was like, with the backpack, I was like, yes. So that was one for myself. Yes. And and it was $6 for Gap. That's not too bad. If it doesn't actually fit me, I'm okay with selling Gap for. This is and you can tell. I always look at for Gap. I always look at the tags because this is definitely a vintage Gap. Yeah, this is not a new one. This is definitely like a 90s brand, early 2000s Gap. I will also tell everybody, when you look at tags for vintage stuff, if it is like sewn like this is more of a vintage style than if it's printed. Because this is like a big thing. It's like that's like a huge identifier for vintage. It's like if what the tag looks like.
So, isn't another way you can tell vintage by the stitching?
Yeah, so you'll see people single stitches.
Single stitch.
Yeah, single stitch is a very big cue for vintage.
I forgot where I heard that from.
I know someone made a whole thing about it, but yeah, when you get into
though.
Yeah, single stitch, because I feel like people use it, they don't really know if it's vintage or not. I think there's a difference between saying it's vintage and then vintage style.
Right.
Because there's definitely brands right now that make vintage style items.
That are very of age.
Of age, yeah. But this was $6 and I was like, this is a find. I was like, this is cute. Definitely very modest wear, so I was like, yes. I'm really interested in this modest trend.
Yes, please share more about that.
I couldn't tell if you're serious or not because you looked slightly sarcastic.
I am just a little bit. No, I do want to know more about the modest trend.
And I think with modest trend too, it's an opportunity to look at basics a little bit more and going back to basics. Like, how does this go with an outfit? Modest wear is very basic drawn. So nude palettes, nude colors, chic colors, things that are maybe a little bit longer, but they're not super flowy, like boho-y. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, the other thing I got, this is I had that green, utility mini dress thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Well, I wore it and I lifted my arm up and the armpit totally ripped out.
How tight was that? Caitlin.
So I lived a good life, but
that was me.
So I saw this and I went, well, I had to put this other one to bed, and it lived a good life. But this is kind of the same style, but it's longer. And it's definitely utility wise. I was actually torn between this and there was a Dickies one, and I was like, ooh. But this is like a long, and it came with the belt, so I was like, whoo. Always check for the belt. If it's got loops and no belt, I don't pick it up. Again, this was a bougie one. I think this was $9. Yeah.
Who's it by?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe H&M because it's got like that L tag, like the size tag, like an H&M.
Yeah, it does.
But look at how cute this is.
It is.
And it's long. It's like a button front.
It's
button.
Okay.
But it's got the plaquette chest. And it's not like mini. It's actually very long. So I was like, ooh, I kind of like how it ties in here. It's got a very neutral, like almost linen color.
I would love like some really like funky, like knee, like chunky Lady Gaga boots. like some moon boots, like some hefty, chunky
moon boots.
Moon boots. Seriously, I don't know how else to describe it.
Poshmark's moon boobs. Moon boobs.
Moon boots. Like seriously. Google that, y'all. You'll get it. You'll get it what I'm saying. That would look so cute.
I was like kind of like Carmen Sandiego color, like not too dark, but like wearing the like it's almost like it's utility style.
Yeah. I love that utility flavor, especially like the camouflage. Like I like that.
All right, I'm almost at the end of this bag. I swear to God. But you can tell I got a lot. So the next two I actually got. They're probably going to be allotted together. They're Adidas. I love Adidas, but it does not sell very fast for me. But both of these items were in amazing colors together, and they're the same size. So I really want to lot them together. So
do you want it together?
It's an extra large on both sides too. So that's awesome to find an Adidas an extra large. But here's the bottoms.
Ooh.
So you got the classic Adidas shorts with the lining inside.
Okay. Are they trunks?
What?
Are they trunks?
Trunks.
Like
trunks. No.
That's what you thought I said.
I was like, chunks. What? I was like, I missed that line in Adidas. No, they are. I think they're just regular activewear.
Okay.
They have like a lining
in there too.
Yeah, it's like got a mesh lining all over. Like it's got the mesh in there. I guess you could use it as trunks, but they are for $6. And they're in this like pastel blue. But I want to pair it because I found an Adidas crew neck in a size extra large in the classic dark blue together.
That's so cute.
Right? I was like, ooh. Again, Adidas sells sometimes very fast in my closet, but sometimes not fast. And again, it's an extra large. I definitely won't fit the shorts, but I'll definitely fit the crew neck. But it's like that very popular nude blue, like not baby blue, but like
blue.
But like, how cute would that be together as a set?
With some like Filas and sweater socks. Don't get me started.
I'm just gonna be styling my closet. I definitely can't fit the shorts though. But that crew neck, I was like, that doesn't. And then the last thing, again, this was like a personal thing for me. This was, it's another turtleneck. It's kind of beat up. It's kind of beat up. It's a Uniqlo, which again, I don't ever pick up Uniqlo for resale value because Uniqlo is kind of like the European version of. Liz says, I only get Forever 21 if it's free. Agreed. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's Uniqlo is the same way for me. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it usually has this tag on it.
Yeah, I had a Uniqlo corduroy like brown like men's sports jacket, like suit jacket, not suit jacket, like sports jacket. And this one, oh man, I just gave in like during my name your price sale because this guy was just he always went back and forth with me on it. Like he was like seriously like 3 months of going back and forth with somebody. And I think the price of my jacket was like $40. I think that's what I priced it at. I was just like, dude, come on, you trying to offer me $12?
What'd you end up selling it at?
22.
That's not bad. I would take that as a win.
I was like, dude, $9. I was like, no. I just kept just like ignoring it. And I don't counter offer if you offer that low. Like I'm not even no. Then I had a name your price sale and he was like 22 and I was like, fuck it, just take it. You get my money.
Yeah, I think you won with 22 because Uniqlo, I know they just put one in Center City, Philly.
And I wasn't familiar with the brand either.
Yeah, they're like the European version of Forever 21. So they make a lot of basics, they're very fast. I would almost say a fast fashion brand. You just
Mhm.
don't see it. Now that I've like picked up one piece before, it's like everywhere I turn, it's like what I see. But their resale value is not like that great. I never really pick it up for resale value. If I got it for free, I have gotten it for free before, like people's donation bags, and I'll take it that way. But I tell them, I'm like, I'm not really gonna list this for over, like, it really depends what it is. But I would say like the jacket, yeah, like you can get a little bit more on that, because even if you look at Forever 21, I feel like they charge like kind of upwards depending on what the trend is with the jacket. Like I've seen them price like 60, 70, you know. Same with H&M. It's like their jackets are a little bit more bougie. But and I would be like, okay, $40. Like I think you're right to say $40 on a sports jacket. But for like this kind of basic, I mean, I just liked it for myself. It's like a basic ribbed, like very nude brown. So, and it's very soft. It's a medium. I actually don't know if it's gonna fit me or not. So,
20. Why you don't think so? You said you don't think it will?
So the reason why I don't think it's gonna fit is it says it's a medium. I've definitely had mediums in their sizes before.
Yeah.
And I think this one was definitely maybe not correctly laundered. So I think it may have been a little shrunken in the watch. And then I look at these arms too, and I'm like, I don't know.
Like, about this.
So if not, I will probably. It is very like on trend, but it is a little beat up, and I don't know like if that's the I would probably like very low use as a filler piece. But that's what I got for $100. I mean, not too bad though. I feel like I can make my money back and make some profit.
I like it.
I had like a problem though, dude, because I went in there and it's been so long since I thrifted. I threw so much stuff in my cart. Like so much stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I went to the new racks. There was like 8 new racks out, and I was just like, I'll take this and this and this and like I found a lot of Athleta stuff today, which I know is like a good brand for me to have. But then again, I have to like pull things, and I pulled into my cart, and then I asked myself like, do I really love this piece? Like I'll find a little corner of Goodwill, and then I'll look up the comps, and I'll
put it back.
And I'll put it back if I have to. But usually, because I don't like doing it. Do you do that like I know it's been a while since you've been sourcing, but do you do that when you go out sourcing? Like, do you do it individually by piece, or do you do it like
by piece?
You do it by piece.
Like when I go to the bins, like guys, I literally have 2 carts with me, and one cart is like what I'm going to keep, and when I'm sorting, and the other cart is like what I just like. I'll throw everything in there in the beginning, and then when I'm done, or like when it's time for them to bring out new bins, like they take their little break or something, I'll go to the side and I go through and sort. And I use Cellhound a lot. So I will go through Poshmark, but I use the app Cellhound because you can see like on multiple different platforms. Like I see from eBay, from Mercari. I have seen some from Depop on their Tradesy, what's sold for the highest, the lowest, and stuff like that. So I use that just because I sell on a cross list. So from putting it
I'm interested in that because I've heard good things and bad things about Cellhound.
Yeah, I just really use it for that. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty accurate. I mean, I can see what pulls up on Poshmark, and then you just click it and you go right to the Poshmark app if you want. So I do mines individually and what I keep or what I'm like, all right, I'll just throw in my extra cart.
See, you have to take me to bins one day because I don't do bins that much.
I want to go to the one that
the Montgomery ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one me and Caitlin, we're choosing between the New Jersey one or that one, and we chose the New Jersey one.
You're going to get what you're going to get. Broken glass, freaking McDonald's cups. Like I was
Yeah,
there and I
that
was
John
like,
was gross, man.
it was like we can't take it out. Like once we dump the box, like it has to be whatever's in there. And I was like, this is dangerous. But I
It
like
was
the one
definitely
in
nasty.
I think it's been Salem. I think whatever, it's Montgomery County. I had a posh and sip and it was at that Ben's, and then we went to like this burger joint that was like around the corner. It was so good. Sorry, Caitlin, you're vegan.
I don't hate on it.
You don't nothing.
It is what it
But
is.
yeah, that Ben's, it was dope. Got a lot of good things. I got a what was it? What is the freaking movie? Wizard of Oz. I'm like, what's the freaking movie called? The VHS Wizard of Oz 50th edition.
Ooh.
And I looked up comps on that thing on eBay.
Oh,
It was ridiculous. I think people were selling it for like like $200 something, and my mom, of course, she's seen it and she's like, "Oh my god, I wanted it," and I was like, "You got $250?" That's what it's selling for. So I literally just have it sitting in my office. I'm like, I need to get that thing listed. And it's like in the case, like in the VHS case, and then it has like the gold book. It's the one with
you're sitting on some money, sis.
who was in the original Wizard of Oz? I don't know.
I'm blanking out. Chat rolling with everyone's gone to bed by now. They're like, good night. Yeah, no, I can't. Why am I blanking out on it as well?
But it's it's very crisp. Like it's very brand spanking new.
I'm about to look up these bamboo bowls. Do you hear Ladybug?
Ladybug's like, what's going on in there? Let me in.
Freaking no, the door's open. Really? She was freaking out today because when you dropped off cookies, I saw JoJo, which is our neighbor's dog.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Mom left and she's petting another dog. I hate her.
Lynn just said Frank Morgan. Who's that?
Frank.
Is that that played the girl?
Oh, no. Wait, Lynn coming in with it. Just Google it.
Just Google it. She's at back in 1939.
Lynn, I want to know more about Lynn's mixtape. Lynn coming in with like the most random
I was like, wait, what is it? Make mixtapes
back in like 1939.
That is.
See, once you hit has left, like I don't really know anything about like post World War II vintage items, anything of that nature. I just found I just learned from Jack and Ryan's YouTube today. I found they were talking about that brand list, which was cool. I definitely want to do something like that where I write down like 10 brands that if I had to source like just those brands for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yeah, that definitely. Ryan brought up a really cool brand I had never heard before, which was Unif. Have you ever heard of them? So Unif, it's UNIFF.
Low or expensive?
It is apparently the retail value is very good. It is apparently very vintage, he says very punk rock, but like Y2K style. So it's trended that way. But like they're one of those brands that will do drops. Is this what it is? Yeah, it's UNIF.
Okay.
And I'll show you. I'll actually pull it up on my computer. They do very cool. Very cool, kind of trendy. Hopefully this doesn't like break my thing. Hold on a second. Yeah. Can you see?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's so cute.
So it is very It's very trendy. It's very Y2K. They do these collection like drops, where you can see, right? It's this kind of style. And then it's very trendy Y2K. I like this hat that says screaming inside. And you can tell it's like the retail value for it, like 45, 98 for like the very like wide. So these are, you can kind of get the sense of what it is. He said people that usually buy Unif they just want to wear Unif. Like that's all they want to wear. They do these collections so they don't ever, they'll drop a collection like this one that comes up with like the lullaby.
Yeah.
Like Sailor Moonish. They'll drop stuff and then once it's sold out, they won't really tell you if it's gonna ever come back or not. So it could, but it also could just like this freaking cardigan. I'm in love. Like,
that's cute.
Right? For like $128, right? So it has a very good resale value. Look, I want that crew neck. $68. I love the Sailor Moon, like not the Sailor Moon. I'm probably gonna get covered. But look at this. Hold on. Later. Tell me about it later. Like this smoothie sweater is like $88. So and he was talking about like there's apparently like a cat collection, like the cat collection tees. He was like, if you can find those, then like you're gonna make like $125, $150 off of resale value. So definitely a trend.
Good to know.
I feel like I had this flutter dress in like 5th grade.
Yeah, me too. I think I got a school picture in one.
Like, I feel like we get those old people things are like, oh, I used to wear that when I was a kid. Like, and like this dress, like this is like my childhood. This is like an updated catalog of Delia's. With the same prices. Because Delia's was way.
I used to love ordering from Delia's back in college. I used to thought it was a shit.
Yo, I remember when this is what I wanted to tell you. When I was calling my mom called about the podcast, which my mom, Val approves this podcast. She was like, I can't believe you guys talked about the mall and you never talked about how we had a small scavenger hunt for your birthday. I was like, oh, yeah, I had a. Oh, Lynn says, whoa. Sorry, I wrapped up in finding these things. Yeah, I had a mall scavenger hunt. So in King of Prussia Mall, I feel like you would do this. I feel like you would do this. My mom was like, I'm very upset that you didn't bring this up because of all the hard work I put into this. Basically, she felt personally like attacked. She was like, this is the only thing in the podcast. So my mom, King of Prussia Mall, what we did was we made a scavenger hunt. So we went to like different stores and we gave clues on the product that you had to pick up from that store. So you like literally had to buy it. Cute. So we had to like, my mom was like, I think we gave people money. Like,
whoa there.
I think we made like cheap things. So it was like you had to go to Hot Topic and we had like a clue about something in Hot Topic and you had to like buy it. And then whoever came back in like an hour with the most things, it was kind of like how much do you know about Caitlin? Like kind of scavenger hunt. She was like, I'm so mad that you forgot to bring that up about King of Prussia Mall. But she was like, I was cracking up when you guys were talking about the bougie side of it. But she's like,
don't shop over there.
So this is the cardigan that Ryan has, and as you can tell, it's no longer available. It's $98, but it's seriously the cutest thing ever.
I love that. I would definitely rock that.
I was like, ooh. So I'm trying to find what the tag looks like so you guys can see, just in case. Because he was like, it's a very, very, like, people that like this, like, only want, like, it's a very, hot brand for the people that wear it. Like it is a very big thing. I don't know if you can see this. I'm like, how do computers work? I don't know if I can zoom in. Let's see if I can. Unif. So again, it's only with the 1F. I feel like this might actually be a brand. You know how like Poshmark has gone through and changed the descriptions of certain parties, like the trend parties.
Yeah.
I think this is one that's in the streetwear party. So, tag. Let's see. Just so everyone knows, we're dropping some. Okay, yeah. Okay, here's the tags. But yeah, again, it seems like very like what I would look in Adelia's catalog when I was like in middle school and then circle everything. My mom would be like, I'm not buying you this. So this is what the tag looks like. I feel like I've definitely seen this tag. And then this is the collaboration. They did one with Urban Outfitters. This is very interesting. There's a lot of different tags for this one. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's the right brand. Okay, so these are the like how to tell if it's authentic or not. So there's like a bunch of different tags for this brand. That's kind of smart though. So I guess it maybe he said like there's like collections. You know how like I kind of drop in collections. So there's like a cat collection. There's like this other kind of Sailor Moon collection. So I think maybe the tags change with the collections too. So I'm gonna definitely try to find that. Because your girl's trying to make like $120 on a t-shirt. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. To me, this is like the step you take before you use it. So I get so scared of Yeezys, guys, because even with the Air Force Ones, I was like, I don't know if these are real or not. There's just so many ripoffs.
True.
Kaya, what would be like if you had one brand that you had to like buy for the rest of your life? What would you choose? Like
Fashion Nova.
Really? I love how like I never pick Fashion again. Fashion Nova is like one of those ones that like never moves for me.
Really? I buy it for myself. I resell it from. I only resell it from my own closet. Like I won't pick it up. Like if I see it, I probably unless it's like a really hot piece. Like I'll be like, oh, I need that. Then I'll probably do that.
I'm trying to pull up Poshmark. Like I feel like I always find the
all the likes in my favorite part is like all my likes in my own closet that I like is Fashion Nova. I'm serious. I
find a lot of velvet pieces from Fashion Nova, and I'm like, these are cute, but then they don't move, and I'm like,
especially
why?
like the different collections, like because Cardi B had a collection with Fashion Nova, and now Megan has a collection with Fashion Nova.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she just had I don't know if it released yet, but I remember seeing her post on Instagram, and hers was like really cute. I feel like it was like from when like back in the 90s, like she had like the denim bell bottoms, but like the different like the patchwork denim with the fringy cuts, like the light blue and then the dark blue. Like I was like, oh, I remember having that like back in like 9th grade. So I was like, yeah. So I was just totally like, I would buy that. I would buy that like off of Poshmark. Like really, side note, in honesty, when I turned 31. I do this all the time.
Podcast again. How
because I get confused because I was so scared to turn 30. So like I always just never said I was 30, but now that I'm like I don't care, I always forget. But anywho, when I turned 31, I splurged like heavily on Poshmark for myself. I think I spent $500 buying a shit ton of Fashion Nova item. Like I bought $500 for my own self because I never buy clothes for myself. And I just went and searched Fashion Nova in the search bar of Poshmark and found everything that I liked. And I just liked it. And I was hoping that whoever closet I liked it from had multiple so I could just like create like a big ass bundle. And that's what happened. Like in one person's closet, I spent like $250 buying like 18 items of Fashion Nova pieces. That person probably was like, yes, bitch, come with it.
Someone's day so much.
And in another person's closet, I spent like 100. In another person's closet, like 60. Like it was just like I think I bought from like 4 people closets, spending like a total of $500 just buying Fashion Nova.
Oh my god!
Because it was like not dumb cheap, but it was like in great condition. It was stuff that wasn't available on the website anymore. Because Fashion Nova, like once they sell out of something, it's very rare.
Based? Like they don't really bring it back.
Yeah, they don't bring it back. Like once it sells, it'll be something new, and it's like, no, I wanted that. So I can't really find it, and I just love the way their jeans feel. They feel like jeggings. They really fit like jeggings. That's why I love them so much. And they got the Fashion Nova curve. So
yeah, I've heard really good things about the jean line.
I'm telling you, that plus size aspect is amazing. Like you can find it in a small, a medium, a large, and it go up to like a 4 or 5X. That's amazing for plus size women out there.
Yes, and it's like cute stuff too. In the thing, I was like trying to go into the party at the moment, and if you can't tell, I'm kind of in love with this robe over here.
That's cute.
I've never heard of this brand.
I wish it was pink.
Really? I like hot pink. Light blue.
I'm a pink person. It's just
hold on, wait. We never really know because it could be like a totally different color because they didn't put the color in the description, so it could totally be pink at the same time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, people. If you run a room, yeah. See, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's even blue. I always check because if the color is not in the description, which I don't hate because sometimes there's not enough space. Like eBay gives you like 88, right? Yeah, this is definitely, I don't know. This might be blue, but this definitely looks like a gray. Yeah, see, first 3 photos are stock and show fit, but not color. But this is still kind of cute.
It looks weird when it's stretched out like that.
Fine spun lace. Dolman sleeves. I love dolman sleeves. I'm not crazy about this color though. That could just be the lighting. But yeah, I always check like because if the color is not in the title, which most of the time sometimes it's hard to put that in there on Poshmark. Like I can always put it on eBay, but Poshmark sometimes not, and sometimes I have to like use a different stock photo because it doesn't show up in that color.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was gonna pick up today, and before I did comps, because I always do comps for Zara. I love Zara, but sometimes like their stuff is like has no resale value. And I found this amazing. It was like a white cream short sleeve, lightweight hoodie or like sweater, pullover sweater, and instead of like the drawstrings, it had like a metal chain, and I was like, "Yo, this is sick." But then I was like, they want like $12. The resale value is like $9. I was like, bye.
Bye.
Sometimes like going to the party and getting like the general vibe of what's kind of like, ooh, look at that wash. I'm like over here being bougie and doing market research at the same time. Anyways, sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much what I look at that. I like that fit in the picture though. That's pretty much what I got to say for $100. I mean, I was like after like they gave me the total, and that's minus like the $6 for the plant, so it was like 94 plus like the roundup that I always do. But I was like, I don't really know. It's just like I think I can get my money back on it, but they weren't like super high end pieces.
Yeah.
Like, see here, like, here's free people like those I might pick up, but I might not because I'm not totally in love with them for like $55. I don't think that it would have to be a piece that's like, it's just, I'm just like so conflicted when it comes to brands sometimes. I think
Speaking of
that's why I love
brands,
eBay.
I just got an email. So I subscribe to Nicole State's like email
Yeah.
subscription, and she sent out an email about brands that are like really top 10 best selling brands on Poshmark this week. So you want to hear them?
Yeah, I want to hear him.
So she has Lululemon,
Mhm.
Athletica, Nike. I'm surprised at Nike.
Nike's
American
been killing it the past month.
American Eagle. American Eagle?
Can you see my
uh
face? Sorry, that was like a real reaction time. I forgot, like we're
Zara.
not actually on camera and like not doing a podcast. I was like,
Ah! Zara's on there.
let's see,
My,
American
my
Eagle,
dude J. Crew's on there. That's a great brand for me to sell.
J.
I
Crew.
yeah, I don't hesitate picking it up. I don't care what it is. I sold
Yeah.
a J. Crew sweater with 2 holes in the front of it. Somebody just shot up like bang bang, and somebody still sold. Like I don't know if somebody got
Like
shot. This
someone
girl
could have died in this, but it's Gucci, but
just
not
like
literally Gucci. It's J. Crew. Ooh.
Free People,
Yeah.
Anthropology, Victoria's Secret. Maybe because I don't know if that's like always popping, or maybe because like V-Day is coming up.
I think that's because Valentine's Day. I think that's like because apparently
Yeah, because
like
Pink is up
Victoria's
there
Secret
too.
on eBay is like gold. If you
Yeah.
are not on eBay from Poshmark and you have Victoria's Secret, like cross list that to eBay because everyone I know that has been putting on eBay has sold like 7 items in a day of Victoria's Secret. Yeah, it's
Um,
insane.
and Coach.
Of course.
Coach,
I
like
feel like those are staples.
yeah. So
Um
that's what she's saying is like really popping this week.
So I feel like those are kind of staples. I do my research like a little differently. Like, so what I'll do is I like say, like I kind of like generally know like right now, like jackets and coats are still kind of selling right now.
Right.
So then I click on that. It's gonna be slow as ever, but here Marty's like really like I'm like you turned into that gamer guy. He's like, all right, go left, go left, go. Oh my god. And then I sort by just in, so that's gonna give you the stuff that's like just brand new and like that's the stuff you really want to look at, not necessarily the just shared because that's like everybody's items in women's coats and jackets that is just shared.
Yeah.
So I go to just in again. I feel like there should be like elevator music while I'm doing this. It'd be a lot faster on my phone. So I go to just in, and then I search. You want to make sure that you're in all sizes all colors, and then this is where it plays. So like if I know that my target audience is people that tend to buy $25 and under, or I know that I can only afford to really source items that maybe are like bolo brands, like for me, like J. Crew like only really gets 25 and under, Torrid gets 25 and under, like that kind of stuff for me is usually I'll take offers lower than 25. So I'll choose like under 25. That's my thing. But I've been kind of setting the bar a little bit high for myself and saying like, okay, like if I want to make more money, I probably have to shell out a little bit more and be a little bit more exclusive in my sourcing. So like if I know generally I'm comfortable with like I usually do 50 to 100, 100 to 250, and then 250 to 500. That's a little bit on more on the bougier side.
Ew.
But I tend to, so I'll mark those off. Whatever you want to find in that price range of like money that you want to make, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't hate on some people just want to make multiple sales of 25. And I'm like, if that works for you, that works for you. But I'd rather have maybe like fewer sales, but a higher
Yeah.
profit. So I mark those.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly, because I think when you start to do your bookkeeping too, and you look at like your average sale prices, like when I started, I was like, oh man, I was like making so much money with like consistent sales all the time. But then I was like, my average sale price was like $7 versus like October. I was like, okay, maybe had like less sales, but my average sale price was like $29 a sale.
Yeah.
So I'd rather take that. So I marked those, and then I want to look at closet. I'll keep all conditions. Ooh, that's chinchilla. I might. That's actually not too bad for $125. Patagonia, if it's a really rare, like
I have not found it.
Zorro print, you'll pick that up and look it up because they will retail for like 500, 350 at like the lowest. So you can really get a good, like I'll pay up for Patagonia. I'll pay up for Patagonia. I'll pay up for Sorels. Like Sorels, I'll always pay. Like I've paid like $40 for Sorels, and I'm fine with that because I know I'll get it back. But then I go to sold items, and now I have.
Lynn said, "Oh, by the way, thanks for introducing me to reseller assistant. My sales doubled."
Yay! I'm so happy.
Yes. Yes.
Isn't it the best thing ever? Because you just don't
forever customer.
And you just like don't even have to deal with it. It's great.
It really helps though. She said she likes Sorels.
So now I go into sold. And look, I have a whole bunch of literally, and the reason why I do this just in, because this is items that were literally posted and then immediately bought. That's what I want. Like, I don't want something staying for a while. I want something that's listed and then maybe sells in like a day or 2 days, or like at most, like, it's fast. So that's why I said do just in. But unlike, look here, Adidas, Beyonce, this is the Ivy Park convertible track jacket.
And that's what I've been
$25.
I've been shopping Ivy Park, guys, because I can't afford the retail price.
This is like, cute.
$98 for those socks on ivypark.com. And then on Poshmark, it's like $26. I'm like, cool.
But now I kind of go in. This is exactly how I do market research, like every month. And I'll pick like 3 categories that I know, like jackets and coats right now. I'll go to shoes. And I'll do like maybe like something else specific that I like if bags are your thing, you do bags. I tend to just choose 3. I think last month I did jackets and coats, shoes, and then like leggings because it was January. Everyone's got New Year's resolutions. Everyone's getting into fitness. So now I go through and I'm like, okay, let's look through brands. Like what brands are consistently popping up. So I see. Also, here's another thing before we even get to brand styles. Look at this Urban Outfitters jacket. Okay. Look at this jacket.
That's cute.
So now I know that's kind of like that bomber Sherpa line, kind of a trend. Doesn't matter if it's like Urban Outfitters sold for $79, Anthropologie sold for $65. That's a good.
It's kind of a thing right now. And I don't know where I just seen that jacket.
North Face, Patagonia. Puffers are always a good way to go for jackets. Patagonia. So I'm saying Patagonia a lot. So I'm going to keep my eyes on Patagonia. And look at Patagonia. Like I said, I'll pay out front, right? I'll pay $40 for Patagonia. $85. $65.
Double your price.
I'm making my money back ends. Oh, here's like another almost kind of bomber. This is Pendleton. Pendleton is weird, dude. Patagonia. Again, $52.
I think I just sold one on my Poshmark closet. It was Old Navy. And it was the Sherpa collar and like side. It looked like a lumberjack kind of thing.
You know what's crazy? Doing this I literally wrote this down. I sent to Emily because she's like, I don't really do clothes that often. Jean jackets weren't a thing last month. Look at how many jean jackets are coming out. Lucky, denim, like this blank, and I love
that. I love embroidered. Anything embroidered, I swear, like I just love it.
Blank NYC is like low down. I have a crush on like everything they make. It's good quality. You guys find Blank NYC. It really depends on what it is, but like especially like embroidered, if it's on trend, they retail very, very well. They're one that I will like buy from ThreadUp all the time for cheap and flip it. Look at this again. Look at this parka from Patagonia, $299. North Face, another one that's coming up. Here's another. Oh, this one is nice too. This insulated North Face
color.
Okay, so that's the thing. Like, so now I have a few brands. Like, I know, and I write this down like in the little thing, like little journal or in my notes. So I know, like, of course, Anthropology is always one. Ivy Park. Okay, we saw Patagonia coming up. North Face coming up. We see jean jackets coming up. I also go through. What'd you say?
Lynn says she likes the Blank NYC leather jackets.
Yes. Yeah, their leather jackets are fire, dude. I think a lot of them are like faux leather too. Like a lot of them, some of them are vegan friendly. So now I look at all this, and then I also look at colors. This is where you can really see the color palette because like
that mustard, that brown, that I feel like that is like really in. Cause I'm telling you, that's what when I shop for myself, like that's what I really love. Like all of these, like Target literally just had a sale on all of their sweaters, and I'm a Target freak. Their sweaters were, we're always in Target, like just buying anything. Like I love it. I could pick up a pizza and some dishwashing liquid in a sweater. But
hopefully not to eat all together.
Their sweaters were like 80, 85, 90% off. And I got like a sweater for like $293, like this tan sweater. And then that brown sweater my husband got me for Christmas was on sale.
Yeah, definitely the neutral tones. So a lot of mustard browns, camel browns, brown. But I'm also seeing black. A lot of monochromatic black. I'm seeing puffers are a big thing. I'm actually surprised because I'm seeing a lot of Pendleton jackets. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Bowden. I never really pick up Bowden, but that's cute. But yeah, definitely Patagonia, Zara, like she said, Zara. But yeah, this is where I get colors too. Especially I'll use this for jeans. Yeah. Guys. Because when you start to look at like the washes that are popular, it's not just like, oh, blue jeans. It's like, ooh, light wash blue jeans. When you go in and you look at the giant rack, it's like, okay, we can skip over all these black jeans. But that's the strategy I look for monthly research. And like I said, I do this like literally I put it in my phone, I write it down, and I just choose like 3 things that I want to focus. Like
you do your research at the end of the month?
Yeah, I'll do it towards the end of the month, beginning of the new month. And then I just kind of do it monthly. This is like really fast. Obviously my computer's going a little bit slower, but like I said, you could totally do this too. Like, you can do this with brands, right? So if you know that your Goodwill, like for example, your Goodwill, you pick up J. Crew a lot, right? So you can totally do this with a brand as well. Right? If you want to, like, if you go to your Goodwill and you know you have a lot of J. Crew, Loft, tablets, Chicos, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Same thing. You're just going to type in J. Crew or whatever brand it is. I tend to type it in and then go to, like, their brand page. If that I almost said if that makes sense.
I haven't said it yet.
So if you go into... If you go to like their research stuff, that's really, you know how like, okay, I'm just going to keep it on here, but you know, if you like type a brand in, it will show up like their closet page and you can see everything. I'm trying to see if it's just going really slow. Cause see how it like pulls in this, right? So say I go to J. Crew. I'll do this if I know like I'm not finding those odds and end pieces. If I cannot find those odds and end pieces that I need to find. So, all right. So here's the results for J. Crew. So same thing. I'm going to go through, I'll choose a category. So I'm going to choose women. I'm going to sort by just in. This will go really a lot faster on your phone too. I feel like I make sure to do that on my phone. It just literally takes like 15 minutes to know exactly what you should be looking for. And if you like really want to start like it's definitely with Poshmark too, because it's like a very specific, like people are on Poshmark looking for specific things.
Yep. It's good to be very specific so you can come up faster.
Like I don't go to Poshmark to look for like random items. You know what I mean? Like I don't go in to look for just like random shoes. No, like I'm like, ooh, I want to find these specific Doc Martens. Like I don't want to find the best deal.
Yep.
So I'll go to Just In. I'm gonna go to women's clothing because I know I find J. Crew all the time, like women's clothing. I don't really pick it up men's clothing. I find a lot of their sweaters in my Goodwill, so I'll choose like the sweater category again. I'm gonna go to Just In. So again, focusing on like items that get listed and immediately move. Like I ain't trying to have like 1,000 items in my closet that have been sitting there forever.
True.
You know what I mean? And I hate listings, so I'm like, if I can just get it sold, I'm fine. So Just In, let's say like you want to make sure all sizes, right? This will automatically choose to my size on the phone, which I hate.
I know.
I hate. Poshmark, please fix that. All colors. And then say for example, like you want to go source, but maybe you're like picking up the bins. So you're like, I would say if you're picking up the bins, like J. Crew the bins, your cost of goods is relatively low. So you're okay with taking like a $25 sale. You know what I mean? Because like maybe you're spending like $1 on the item. So now it's like, okay, let's go under 25. And I also make sure with type that you definitely like, I don't look for boutique at all, right? I try to just do closet. Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. But did I? It's just so slow. My computer's like, I can't handle it. Too much information. It's probably because I have like a million things up here too. Until I was like, this weekend, my goal is to get all my Depop listings up to date too. So I like. Have you ever gotten blank NYC stuff?
No.
I just like secretly low down love them, and you would think that they'd be like a skinny girl brand.
Yeah. I
bought, have you ever seen the black shorts I have that are like the fringed out bottoms? They're like very westerny, boho-y, like they're like a high rise. I've been in like multiple reels with them. They're blank NYC. I got them and I was like, oh, they're size 10. Like I relatively fit a size 10 for them. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like this doesn't look like it might fit me, but I'll flip it as a French short in the summertime. It'll work. Yeah. And they fit like a gem. I was like, wow, they really are a size 10.
You really are what you say you are.
Magic. I'm still trying to find these J. Crews for you. All right, so closets.
Computer like, not today, sis.
It's like, oh,
not today.
Oh. I'm trying to take bets on if Marty's taking the dog out yet or not. Or the dog's like, I have to be. Yo, it's so cold outside. I'm like Ladybug. Like even Ladybug hates it. She's like in her little parka jacket, and she's like, "No, 5 minutes by." She was like mad. We went out like as a family the other night because I was like, "I'm gonna go stop in the bodega to get something while we're on the walk." And I came out, and she was like mad, like, "Mom, why'd you make me wait outside for so long?" All right, sold items. Ooh, so I'm already getting a lot of cardigans when it comes to J. Crew. So these are the J. Crew that are selling under. So the prices are listed 25 and under. Sometimes still, if I'm trying to make 25, if I'm gonna list for 25, and I'll choose the 25 and 50, but because the computer, yeah, a lot of cardigans. So these are all sold. So I would say, right, I'm gonna also look. Oh, this is cute. You know what I'm looking at here. The
Little doggies.
oh, that's so cute. I kind of wish I bought that myself. Um, so I'm seeing cable knits. That's going for $20. Teddy sweaters, cardigan. I'm seeing a lot of cardigans, but I'm also, if you notice, the cardigans are like not that expensive.
Yeah.
$9, $13. Like this one, I think that's because the color of it. Um, I'm seeing a lot of graphic sweaters from them that's going pretty well, like 25. This one's cute. This is a very modest look, this white linen blend one, so I'm not surprised that sold at 23. Oh my god, why did J. Crew start making all these cute dog sweaters? What is going on in the world? Oh, this is definitely Valentine's Day themed. Cable knit. I'm seeing a lot of cable knits. I'm seeing a lot of open fronts or graphics. Cable knit. I'm seeing a lot of cardigans, but on the lower end of things. I'm like, so this is like what I would do. Like if I was like, oh, I know that I can spend like I know Circle Thrift has like a bunch of J. Crew, and like to be totally transparent, Circle Thrift I never pay more than $7 for an item. They're awesome. They do 50 cents on colors of the week. Like not half off, like 50 cents. I picked up Lulu's dresses for 50 cents. I've picked up like Zara for 50 cents. Like and flipped them for like 20, like 30 and under. Oh my god, why did J. Crew make all these cute dog sweaters?
I was trying to tell you something.
I'm gonna now go. I think I have some balance in there. I'm gonna go find J. Crew dog sweaters. I had some balance in there. I need to like some of these dog sweaters. I'm the worst at like dog mom stuff. I'm that basic white girl that has to buy like all mom related stuff.
Yeah.
I'm the worst. I messaged Jay today because Jay, with Jay's like side project.
Yeah.
Lynn's laughing. Lynn's like, this lady. And I messaged her. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for your project to come out. And then she was like, well, what size is she? And I was like, well, she's a little chunky. So I was like, maybe like a medium large. I was
Oh,
so
Lord.
mean about my dog. But she's a chunky. Oh my god, look at this. Dog, $70.
Oh, God.
Girl, bye. I'm sorry. $70 for J. Crew sweater. Girl, bye.
Girl, bye.
Oh my god, Kaya, look at this one. Shut up. I'll pay $40.
That's cute.
No, it's an offer for it's Ladybug. Oh, it's a Scotty, but it's Ladybug, chunky Ladybug. Shut up. When did J. Crew start making all these cute Girl. Like some of these this must be it's wool too.
Oh.
Extra small. Yeah, but it's all like extra small. Can I get the real people sizes, please? Oh my god. J. Crew, stop it. They're trying to get me to pick it up. J. Crew's like, we're trying to get her to pick up sweaters now.
Yeah.
With the dogs on it. They really be out here. All right. Enough of my dog obsession. Lynn said $70. Better be cashmere or something. Right? I like $70 for a J. Crew sweater to me just does not sound right. Like that just sounds like someone that was like,
yeah,
we're gonna price this. Like what they said no way. Like, sis, they try like this. I can understand $40 on $98. I would definitely send an offer to that person. But like 70, like this person has right $30. It's like a $98 sweater. It's also super. In the 3 slides that I've gone on the screen, I've seen multiple of them, so it's oversaturated. $70 like that. Do you hear Marty screaming down there? Whoop, there it is. Oh my god. Lynn be killing it. All right. Enough of my dog stuff. I think we might head out soon because we gotta record tomorrow. It's like 11:30.
It's 11:30.
What are you laughing at? It's 11:30.
Oh man, sorry. I totally forget we're on live.
Kind of like how I had that natural gut reaction of what? Anyways, so
get to sound check and be on live. Why am I yawning? Like I'm going right to sleep after this.
I know. I'm like, call you in 5 minutes. I love you. Call you in 5 minutes.
I have to do some computer work.
I hope you know how much work went into making that reel. It wasn't even a reel. It was so much work because I had to like it's not like TikTok. You can't find like the clips of it. So I had to screen record the video from YouTube and then take it into InShot, export the audio. And then I was like, well, now I have to make the clips for it, but I can't make the clips. Like I can't take the audio from an InShot into Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
Lynn said, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, Lynn. Yes.
Tiny Hand Gang. Lynn is the leader of the THG.
She is the leader.
But yeah, I had to export it and then like I had to make the clips and I kept messing up the mouthing multiple times because I know it, but also I was just like, how do I was like
What are you talking about, Marty?
Hashtag stream live. I'm telling him, like, why don't you start streaming? Like, you have a PlayStation. You can just stream it right into there. I'm telling you, your husband or Marty, they have to get on that gamer life.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, like, I'm glad I'm in the basement. I can't hear nothing. Because
no, you just can hear Marty now.
Let's go. I'm like, everyone is asleep. Like, shut up.
The other day, so he hasn't been playing FIFA, which is like really good. Marty, FIFA is like super toxic. Like it's like, and like he's playing on the weekends, and I'd be like, oh great, it's the weekend. And I'm like trying to do work, and he's like, I hate this, and I'm like, well, why do you do it? And then, so he hasn't been playing FIFA at like for the past 4 weekends. I was like, this is great. I was like, yeah, it's just like I was like, you know how like you're having so much more fun playing this other game, like you're actually enjoying it, like you want to play and it doesn't feel horrible to you, like you don't feel like a horrible person for not making Weekend League. Weekend League is insane. It's like you have to pay like 70 games in the weekend, dude. 70 games. I was like, this shit toxic. But he like went to check a pack on FIFA and I was like, oh no, I hear the FIFA music. I read that so I was like, please don't tell me. He's like, no, I was just checking something. He's like, I didn't even get anything. I was like, please go back to Call of Duty. I like heard the music and was like immediately triggered. I was like,
oh Lord. That's so funny.
All right. Okay, guys. On that note, I think I'm tired. I took a power nap before on here, but I fell asleep to Unsolved Mysteries. So now I kind of want to go back and solve the mystery, even though it's not unsolved.
You want to go back and solve the mystery?
I'm so mad at it because I'm like, I forget. It's an unsolved mystery. So I'm like waiting for the conclusion and I'm like, oh man. I just disappoint myself in every episode because I think there's going to be a conclusion. There's never a conclusion.
Oh Lord, you go rewatch.
I'm like, oh man. And then I was like, what if someone puts tips in, like, and they actually don't? I was like, is that like illegal to drop tips on like an investigation or something? Like, I don't know. This is probably gonna get me in trouble. My brain is going to weird places. And anyways, we'll be back on Wednesday.
Yes.
The premiere, episode 2. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe for the Tiny Hand Gang. Thank you guys for everyone that's subscribed so far. It's been awesome. Yeah. And I have like a bunch of binge watching to do this weekend from everyone. And I'll be on Emily's live stream tomorrow, or not on it, but like I'll be in the chat. So definitely go check out Emily's live stream tomorrow. And then we'll be back on Wednesday, and then we'll be back next Friday. I won't have like an hour and a half live haul for y'all. It's like, I was like, yo, I didn't have that. Why'd that take so long? I'm the worst at haul videos. Kind of just like, great. Next piece. Let's go.
There was a bunch of different tips and stuff in there about brands. So I like hauls like that.
Yeah, welcome to my brain where I'm like, this subject, 98 subjects later.
10 hours later.
10 hours later. Lynn said, Tiny Hand Gang, get your merch.
Yes! Don't start us, Lynn. Because you know we on it. You know I'm on it. I'm a merch queen. I will merch it up. Flip that joint gonna be merched up.
She already was like, Caitlin, excuse me, what size t-shirt do you wear? And I was like, what?
I was like, chick, we got hoodies, we got masks, we got t-shirts coming.
You see, ganged out. I'm excited.
Tiny hand gang.
We have been playing with the idea of, or I had an idea so you guys could get something back for supporting the podcast. Because I swear to God, we need actual like tiny hands merch. Like we need to sell tiny hands. Listen. That's what I'm saying, Lynn. Like we should make like boxes. I want mine with acrylic nail.
I'll paint them. There's nails on here that you paint. Kyle, you want first set? You want coffin? You want stiletto?
So maybe tiny hands, but we have been playing with the stickers too, sticker packs for you guys, so you guys can get something back.
I might just flip that Jawn tiny hands. I might just get some and get like flip hashtag FTJPC on the tiny hand.
Oh my God.
Or hashtag THG.
Yes.
We like it over here. We like it. Yay.
Also, I feel like, you know how you were talking about the ones with the sticks? I feel like you can put those on like straws.
Yeah.
Or you put them on chopsticks. And that would just work the same way.
Yeah. Even though it's going to be like a mad skinny arm.
No, you put it on the chopstick and then you put your hand inside.
Oh, yes. You're so smart.
Lynn is
dropping. Make the impulse buy the rest of these boxes. I will
be like, Tommy, be like, we sold out of tiny hands last night, and be like, really?
Named Kiaya in Philadelphia bought 1,000 tiny hands. National Amazon News.
You're gonna end up on some weird blacklist. Like, why is this girl buying so many tiny hands?
She's gotta do some strange things.
Lynn says she has ideas. Well, you know what, Lynn? We might have to get you on for some creative.
You know me, DM me, Lynn. DM me with your tiny hand ideas. We are waiting.
Let
me fix my headphones.
Sure.
Caitlin, let me fix my headphones.
I just imagine. Okay, I think that's a sign that I need to go because I can't hear anything.
You can't? Oh no.
So I think that's a sign I need to go.
What? You can't hear me?
I can't hear anything right now. Kaya, I love you. If you can hear this,
was like,
see you tomorrow.
Thank you for tuning in to Flip That Jawn Freestyle Fridays. We will be back next Friday, and hopefully there will be no malfunctions.
Don't.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Tiny Hang Gang.